Hey friends, Tony here from TL Yarn Crafts with this quick video on how to use a yarn ball winder. It can be a little bit tricky when you're first getting used to it, but I promise once you know how to use it, you will be so happy that you have it. So the one that I have here is from Knit Picks. It's the only one that I've ever owned, and it is my favorite one. There are several different kinds, and I've linked to this one and others in the description below. So to start with, of course, you're going to take it out of the package, get it all put together, and a few different features of it. This is going to be your feeder. So you're going to put your yarn through here. Your yarn is going to turn into a cake on here when you crank it. This is done completely by hand. And then you've got this piece down here which holds it to a table or a firm surface. So you can adjust how much space you need by just kind of turning this little guy down here. So I'm going to attach this to my desk. And I'm just going to slide this piece, and it's got a little gripper here. I'm going to slide this piece right here onto my desk, and then I'm going to lift this piece here at the bottom and then turn that metal piece to tighten it down on my table. So he's nice and secure. He's not going anywhere. I'm going to tighten him down a little bit so nothing should move. Okay, now I have my ball of yarn right here. And I prefer when I'm caking my yarn to pull from the center. It just makes it easier so my ball of yarn isn't kind of floating all over the place. So I'm going to find the center of my ball. All right, I've got my center right here, and now I'm going to put it through the feeder. And the way that I like to do that is I'm going to hold the very end in my right hand, the hand that's closest to kind of this column here, and I'm going to wrap it once and twice around. Just like that. So now it's between my feeder. You can also just kind of push it through, but this is easiest for me. And then I'm going to securely put my yarn between these two little slits at the top of the column. This is what's going to hold my end of the yarn, so then I can use this as a center pull ball later. So I'm going to make sure it's nice and tight in there. I'm going to hold on to my yarn that's coming from my ball just to give it a little bit of tension because I don't want my ball to be sloppy. And then I'm going to grab the crank and I'm going to start to turn. And without me doing anything else but turning this crank, I am now caking up a ball of yarn. So you can see that it kind of twists on its axis. So not only is it turning around, but it's also kind of bending from side to side, which is going to make it a cake rather than just a tube of yarn. So I'm just going to continue to crank. And you can do this faster or slower. It really doesn't matter as long as you're maintaining just a little bit of tension with your hand. And maintaining that tension also is going to make sure that your ball of yarn is tight enough that it doesn't fly off of your yarn ball winder. So keep going as far as you need to. For the most part, you're probably going to be balling up your entire cake of yarn. For this cake, I just need about half of it. So I'll take a quick pause and show you what we've got so far. Really pretty little cake. That feels right. Then I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm going to cut the yarn because I only need half of it, but if you needed more, you can go ahead. And then I just kind of tuck this under here because I'm going to pull from the center. So when I take this off, I'm going to grab this little tab that was kind of down in the slits here, and then I'm going to pull my whole cake off. And there we go. A perfectly pretty cake of yarn using a yarn ball winder. Thanks for checking out this video. See you next time.